What's going on, guys? It has been a year since I've uploaded, and I know what y'all thinking. A year? Where have you been the past year? Why haven't you uploaded anything? First of all, this review I have no notes because I actually fell asleep in the middle of it. I haven't really reviewed any wrestling, mostly due to the fact that, for one, wrestling has completely sucked and has been fucking boring and discriminatingly awful and horrible TV. But also, a lot of stuff's going on in my life as well. I will get into that probably, I don't know, maybe sometime, I don't know. But anyways, I did watch SmackDown, and I have notes up because, like I said before, I didn't make my own. This is my first SmackDown I actually watched since, I think, what was it, November, December? I think it was leading up to the Rumble, and I didn't review it because I have I have not had the energy at all to want to review a wrestling show. The reason why I haven't had the energy is because I didn't want to make wrestling videos. I wanted to only do them because I know people, I got subscribers, I got subs, and got engagement on my wrestling videos more than any other type of video. So that's why I wanted to do them. And if people want to see this, right, if they want to see me get back into this, then I'll continue to do it. And I'll continue to shit on WWE. But until then, I have my notes. I have, not my notes, but I have notes up here that I looked up. As far as SmackDown results go, now I did see the first half of it, so I knew what kind of went on. It was basically irrelevant garbage. So, basically, during the kickoff of the show, Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee have a segment. I don't remember what was exactly said. It wasn't anything interesting. Jelly Roll sucks and Pat McAfee suck. I'm sick of them, especially McAfee. He's garbage. But we have to actually, deal with it because apparently they're part of WrestleMania. So whatever. Apparently Jelly Roll also gave Cody a pep talk, as if this was needed for any fucking reason. Then Io Sky, she gets a main event on SmackDown after she had gotten attacked by Jade. As if anyone gives a fuck, there's no stakes for this match. Again, you'll see a pattern here. A lot of these matches, weekly have there's no stipulation. There's nothing. There's no reason to want to watch it. There's no outcome that's different if one person wins over the other. So, speaking of, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. No one gave a shit about this match. I'm sure not one person gave a fuck. Everybody thought this was everybody thought this was garbage, and everyone just kind of went and probably were on their phones. So, then we have a segment with Trick and Mello and Yachty, a Lil Yachty, who used to make music. I don't know if y'all know, but he used to make that song called Broccoli, or he has a song called Broccoli. He used to make music. But whatever, right? Apparently Lil Yachty is with Trick. He was wearing like a gingerbread, like the gingerbread man from Shrek, like Gingy. He was wearing that on Bro's shirt. They were apparently mocking Carmelo. I actually don't mind Trick or Mello, to be honest with you, but at the same time, I really don't care. Like, they have not given me a reason to actually care, especially with Mello because of the way he's been booked. Whatever. Zack Ryder, I'm not going to call him by his actual fucking wrestling name now. He's Zack Ryder because he's been a jobber, and he always will be a jobber. He comes over and he tries to he gets all angry and upset, whatever. He gets rage baited by Trick, whatever. McIntyre says he'll destroy convict Jacob Fatu. Again, McIntyre, bro, I'll get into this in another video. I'll get to McIntyre. I don't like McIntyre anymore. I actually thought that McIntyre was one of the only bright spots in wrestling, and that was the case before. But unfortunately, the way McIntyre's been booked, I mean, you can't really take him seriously. You cannot take Bro seriously. I mean, he has the charisma. Bro's got the aura, but he just doesn't. He can cut decent promos, but he just, the way he's booked, you can't take him seriously. He says he will beat Fatu within an inch of his life or whatever. I think he said something else. But McIntyre had that vignette, and he basically said, "You screwed me. You screwed me, Jacob," whatever the fuck that is. "You screwed me. You screwed me," just like he says with any other feud that McIntyre is in. Whatever. And then Royce Keys, a.k.a. Powerhouse Hobbs. Apparently, bro came from AEW. He made a SmackDown debut. He did a really cool power bomb, by the way, like a Batista bomb. It looked like a Batista bomb. No, not a Batista bomb. He did a spine buster like Batista. My bad. He did a spine buster. That's how irrelevant this show was, by the way. The fact that I couldn't even remember if it was a bomb, like a power bomb or a spine buster. But he did it well. He beat up some jobber. But whatever. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care because he was beating a jobber. Then Pat McAfee comes out. And this is where I fell asleep. Not only was I enraged, and I was rage baited because I fucking hate both these guys in this segment. McAfee comes out. He basically says that CM Punk is a fat loser, that Punk is out of shape, even though McAfee's also out of shape and is also built like a freaking rhombus. He's built like a cone. He is built like a traffic cone. He is out of shape. He's flabby. He's just as unimpressive and just as out of shape as Punk is, if not worse. I don't know why he's talking, but he was right, but he was also wrong. Then, basically, he goes and he says, "Oh, San Jose is a shithole. I've never been there. I've been close to there. I've never actually been in San Jose. I want to go at some point, but who cares?" He addressed him calling him MAGAfee, which I thought was funny, that Punk called him that, because, and he, basically he goes on about merch or whatever. He's a corporate bitch, or he's a little bitch. He kept talking about Punk and TKO, and then he says something. He said, "I'm going to give a 25% discount on night 1 because no one wants to see night 2. Now, shout out to the hater. I would just watch his review, or at least half of it. But if you're going to make like a claim that Punk and Reigns aren't draws, why are you going to make night 1 25% off? Shouldn't you make it more expensive?" He made a good point. I stole that point from him. Shout out to bro. He basically made that point. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? If your whole point is to prove that Cody and Orton is a bigger match than Punk and Reigns, you should do 25% more money, or you should make the tickets more, right? Because you would want to see Orton. You would want to claim that this is the bigger match, but of course it's WWE and booking, and Triple H is an idiot and a loser, and he can't fucking book anything because he's a dumbass. Then he goes on to talk about Cody, and then he says basically he's like, Cody doesn't belong here, or no, Cody says, "I'm going to go out on a limb." Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, I remember seeing this. He says, "I'm going to go out on a limb and say you don't belong here." I find it very ironic that Cody would say that, even though Cody went to AEW and basically tried to... You know what? I'm going to save that for another video because fuck Cody Rhodes. He sucks too, but McAfee is just as bad, if not worse. He goes on. He says... "Oh, they're not marks, bro. The fans aren't marks." He's such a piece of shit. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Then Rhodes calls Mcafee a play wrestler. He defended the fans and said that McAfee referred to them as marks, which I just said. And then he says they want to see Randy Orton and they don't want to see Pat McAfee. Go home, Pat, which I have to agree with Cody. No one wants to see Pat. Who asked for this fucking piece of garbage to fucking come out there and fucking cut this promo? For 10 minutes, he wasted everyone's fucking time, bro. For 10 motherfucking minutes, bro, wasted everyone's time. He was trying to get heel heat. He was getting booed out of the building. He's like, "Oh, it's because I'm a heel." No, it's because people don't like you because you suck, because you're boring, because you're uncharismatic, because you're shit. It made me infuriated. Like, this is my first show I had watched live in like 3 months, and I was already enraged and rage baited. I wanted to throw my remote at the TV. I didn't, but I wanted to do it because I hate both these guys. He says, "I'm home, you dipshit," whatever. And then he LARPs on a few other shit or a few other things. And then Orton, as Cody's about to, because McAfee basically rage baits Cody. As Cody's about to go in the ring, Orton appears on the Titantron, and in some video, and he has Jelly Roll beaten up on the ground, as if we care about Jelly Roll. And then Orton drags him to like the stage area, and then Cody is like lured towards Orton. He tries to help Jelly Roll. McAfee says something else. McAfee then tries to go to the ramp, sneak attack Cody, but Cody catches him, and then Orton attacks Cody from behind. Yada, yada, yada. Something else happens. I don't fucking care. It's also noted that McAfee called Cody a Triple H ass kisser, which I also think was true. But McAfee had to have kissed someone's ass to be in this company, because why is he here? Why is he here? Like, both these guys come off, they're gaslighting, ass fucking manipulating butt suckers. All these motherfuckers do is they say things that are right because they feel like they're entitled, and therefore they feel like everything they say is right, but they're so wrong because it's coming from, like, for example, McAfee calls Cody an ass kisser, but McAfee's an ass kisser. Then Cody calls McAfee an asshole. He's also an asshole. It's contradictory. This whole segment was shit. It was so trash in every single way. But anyways, then we get a segment. We move on from this. McIntyre mercifully just puts BTA to Fatu. He puts him in like cuffs, and Bro attaches him to the ring. Then Bro starts beating on him. Pause. Not that way, guys. He starts actually beating up on Fatu. He basically does that. Nick Aldis tries to does Aldis try to separate? I don't even remember, because again, I fell asleep. Eventually I woke up to the Sammy segment, which is in the thumbnail. I will get to that then in a moment. Apparently The Miz and Kit Wilson are interrupted by Danhausen talking to Nick Aldis, who's the GM for SmackDown. Danhausen, this vampire geek loser, interrupts The Miz and Kit in an unfunny segment. Tama Tonga went one-on-one with Fatu. Who fucking cares? Fatu won. Whatever. McIntyre asks Fatu how it feels to be in chains. I mean, that's kind of crazy, low-key. He lands a Claymore kick to him, and then the segment ends. And then this is the main event, guys, because Sami Zayn comes out, right? This honestly might be the worst segment I've, this is in contention, not just for like the worst segment of all time in wrestling, but this might be some of the worst TV I have ever seen in my entire life. And I know I haven't been alive for that long, but I've been alive long enough to know that this was a shit segment. So he comes out, he gets booed, obviously, for good reason. He comes out, he goes, okay, interesting reaction. He goes on and LARPs about, I will never betray myself, because that would be betraying, or he goes on this betrayal rant, and he's like, I fight for you, and it just doesn't work because no one likes Sammy, because Sammy's uninteresting, because Sammy's the same character as 90% of the fucking roster, who's fucking garbage, and all of them are bums, all of them are complete and utter fucking midgets. None of these people can draw a dime, including Sammy. He goes on about this, he's like, I actually don't care. The moment I realize my fans have my back no matter what, the pressure's off of me. Who cares? Trick Williams he interrupts Sammy, warning him. He threw a few insults at Zayn, and Yachty. I mean, I don't know why Yachty's here either. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm starting to see this trend with celebs. It really started with Travis Scott. It really did. Travis Scott last year ruined the main event of WrestleMania. And I don't mind Travis Scott at all. But yeah, he doesn't fit in wrestling when it comes to this. I'm just being honest with you. Neither does Lil Yachty, but I guess if he's paired with Trick, we good. as long as he's not in any matches or anything like that. Anyways, Trick has a match with Zack Ryder. Even though, Zayn took out Lil Yachty and Trick was distracted, Zack Ryder's such a jobber. He tried rolling up Trick from behind, and Trick used his finisher. I don't know what it's called, but he uses it. I forget what he used. Again, I wasn't really paying attention to this match because who cares? There was no... If Trick won, there was nothing that happens. If Zack Ryder wins, nothing happens, so who cares? Trick wins. He actually pushed Sammy doing a heel move thing during the match, so I guess that's whatever. Danhausen then curses Kit in the middle of a match where I actually thought this wasn't that bad. It was stupid as fuck, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. Kit Wilson, he goes he goes on the top rope and he's like, "You are toxic," which I kind of like Kit as a jobber, like mid-cardish character. As long as he's not main eventing, I'm fine with it. But he actually has a character. I do enjoy it. But then Danhausen, he sits up like he's the Undertaker, and then bro deadass goes, "You are curse," whatever, some fucking bullshit he says, and then Pyro just shoots out and hits Kit, and he falls down, and then Danhausen, he takes advantage and wins. So he actually wins a match. He actually had a match. Crazy, right? Jade Cargill, Rhea. Rhea basically attacks B-Fab. I don't know who B-Fab is. I don't give a fuck. Jade checks up on Michin. I don't know if it was me. I think it was Michin. I don't fucking know. I had just woken up at this point. But Jade basically beats Io in a match. The match was mid. It wasn't bad, but again, who cares? Because there's nothing that comes out of this match. Like I said earlier in the vid, there's no consequence to whoever wins or loses, so who cares? Basically what happens is a chokeslam from Cargill was reversed by Sky, who got the champ onto the mat, then connected with a double stomp to the chest. Fight went to ringside. There's rumors, apparently. It says Io Sky has a match coming up with... Again, I didn't make these notes. I couldn't because I fell asleep, like I said. They were literally dead ass only halfway through. So, basically, Rhea Ripley comes to rescue her. And then this show went apparently went a couple minutes over. But whatever. This show basically sucked complete dick. I fell asleep. And that should show you because, listen, my attention span ain't that great. It really isn't that great at all. But I'll tell you, if something's entertaining, I will sit and watch it. Okay? I will watch YouTube vids. I will watch movies. I will watch TV shows that are interesting, like Squid Game, like anything like that. Wrestling is dead, bro. It is dying. They can't even sell out WrestleMania tickets because you have segments like Sammy's and Cody and Pat. Those two segments right there killed any interest of WrestleMania for me, really. Even the Punk and Reigns thing, which I'll get into that when I review on Monday because I am officially back. So I will review that and probably shit on that too. I'll probably just completely loathe on it. So, anyways, fuck Sami Zayn.